But we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna carve an eagle. That is the plan. I'm gonna try to knock out and do the whole chainsaw carving on an eagle as fast as we can get it done. He can probably be a little bit smaller or thinner than the last two. But that said, I plan on having fun with this, and I hope you guys like it. Let's turn some lights on so you can see me a little better, see what's going on, see the snow-covered log here. And this will just be a straight-beaked bird, kind of straight up in this log, just the way what this log is giving me to work with. Like I said, a chainsaw carving an eagle. This is going to be an eagle made with a chainsaw. Just for sake of the YouTube algorithm, I decided to repeat myself. It makes you do that sometimes. There we go. Okay. All righty. For trying to do that kind of detail. I probably should calm down. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. Be sure to hit that like button as fast as you can. Kevin Dorica, what's up, buddy? Todd, what's going on? LJ, Raja Bendigo Hana, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you in there. Hi, Toady, how's it going? All right, let's make an eagle. I'm ready for a little saw now. I hope you guys are doing pretty good. Let's see what's got going on here. Not a whole lot. Anyway, hit that like button. Hey, TD Nice. Russia Bendigo Hana. Hey, Goose. What's going on? LJ, Todd Latinus. What's up, buddy? What do we got here? B. Haskaran, I think so. Hello. How you doing? All right, let's zoom in there just a little bit more. We'll start making this thing come to life. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Come on, Granny. If I can't bring out a little closer, since I'm going to be working on the front right there anyway. Put it right on his face there. Anyway, hit the like button if you haven't already. What else we got here? Hey, Northern Versus. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Hey, Hobo, what's going on? Glad to see you. All right. Wonky way. It kind of looks like his mouth's open. You see what I mean? I don't know what kind of bird that would be, but yeah, we got to get rid of that. Boy, he's got a busted up chin right now, don't he? He's not going to get many dates with a face like that. We got to help him. Here, I'll show you what I did. Okay, you can see what I did while I do it on the other side, because the camera would be in my way. don't think so. It's going to be in my way. But here, you can see what I just did. And that's what I'm getting ready to redo. If that makes any sense. Just trying to bring him an eagle face. I give him a little eagle face, make him look mad. A little on the fierce side, you know. All right. Hey, who all we got in here real quick? Let's see. Heck yeah, Kevin Dorica. We got Amy, Resonating Art by Amy. What's up? Hey, Life Penny. Glad to see you in there. Hey, Lane Wonders. All right. Kevin Dorica, Thunder Gouge. Heidi Shop. What's up? Glad to see you. I do like to make these so they're make nice tabletops for your beer or Sprite or whatever. But we'll try to round this head out a little bit better than that, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, that was frozen. All right. Who would not want an eagle sitting by their side so they could look at the eagle and say, hey, hold my beer? And the eagle doesn't. See what I mean? He's an obedient eagle. Can't beat that? All right. Oh, no, I don't like the eagle. Big difference. I'll show you the profile and you kind of get an idea. And I don't know, it might be hard to see on camera even with the lights on, but it is what it is. But let's keep making it anyhow. All right. Heck yeah. Who we got in here today? We got Woodchucker Caleb. Ain't gonna be too long before he's gonna be carving today too. Got Amy, Thunder Gouge, Kevin Dorica. Heck yeah, glad to see you. Got LJ, Todd Janus. He's an awesome, I'll tell you what, he's an awesome wood turner. Be sure to check him out. All right. Full side view would probably be good now. I'll put it right dead to the side because I'm gonna start digging the wings out and stuff. But it's taking on a pretty good shape. Chest dug out, all the further I want to go for now until I get the wings kind of where we want them to be. Knows I love to chuck those pieces all over the place. It's just a blast. I think sometimes I hit myself with them. Hey, that's just life. Hey, Elizabeth Marquez, how's it going? Hey, Dalsey, USA 505. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate that. You guys be sure and hit that like button and subscribe. How about that? Okay. I made my first major purchase as a chainsaw carver today. I bought a mini skid steer. I gotta go pick it up tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. I need that. I'm gonna get hurt if I don't have it. Back out a little bit since I got it over there anyway. You kind of get an idea of what I'm doing, but we'll dig that out anyway. Hit the like button. Let's see, we got anybody else we haven't met there? Hey, MRH Woodworking, what's going on? Glad to see you, man. spent a bunch of money, and the boss lady, she's like, you're not too sure about it. I mean, on one hand, she don't want me to hurt myself, but on the other hand, that's a lot of money to put out for fledgling business like this. Tail out. I'll have to move that back just a little bit to see it a little better, or maybe I'll put it over here. It's kind of an ugly piece of wood, ain't it? Anyway, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. We're up to 75. I'd like to get to 200. We've been on here for 27 minutes. What we got? TFK. We got S. Buckman. Glad to see y'all in there. Heck yeah. All right, we'll keep right on and going. Raja Bendigo Hana, one of the best wood turners in the world. Check him out. Be that long. It'd be like being a horse, wouldn't it? If it had a giant tail like that. Here's a little better side view of what's going on so far there. Heck yeah. And hey, 82, what's going on? Hey, Kevin got it right. Hit that like button. Hey, what is that? M Famida Kalita. Hey, hello. How you doing? All right. getting there. He's starting to get kind of a basic body. His tail's popping out now. You know, he's probably lifting weights and stuff. Heck yeah. What do we got here? Arius 187 King, the small woodlot. What's going on, buddy? Hi, Mark. How's it going? Glad to see you in there. All right. Hey, make a grizzly bear. I got you. Yeah, eventually. That's coming up here in a couple weeks, actually. I just bought a machine so I can move the logs around. I got a lot of big logs out here, and I wasn't physically able to move them. This baby real quick. She's a whatnot. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. Let me take one more look at the camera before I go around there and do that. Let's see. What do we got? Heck yeah, 97. We're almost up to 100. Hey Shane, how's it going? Glad to see you in there. You can buy these. You just have to come here and get them. Hey Dad, what's going on? Glad to see you. Be sure and subscribe, Shane. We'll get it figured out eventually. I guess you just never know, you know, how it's going to go, where it's going to go, what it's going to go, but subscribe, and then sooner or later you might see, you just never know. You know, it might be like some online something or other, something or what, know about, you know, I don't know. And it's just say crazy stuff and keep moving. That's what I try to do. All right. Let me check the oil on this thing real quick too, make sure it's got plenty of bar oil. Yeah, it's like it's not even using any. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Hello, boss lady.
Hello. Did you feed the dog?
No, I didn't. Haley's here though. Okay. This baby filled up. Yeah, I'll have to figure this out because this thing's slow oiling. My other one's done. I gotta send her over to get it tomorrow so I can go get my machine. And just a little mini skid steer, 23 horse machine. But I need it. I need it. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back to making some noise. What do we got here? Owen Angle? What's up, man? Glad to see you in here. A lot of names I can't read. Sorry about that, but I appreciate you being here. Hit the like button. All right. see if I can't turn him around a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Dig his feet out there a little bit. I mean, you kind of see, actually, not a little bit, a lot. I've dug a lot out, but I got a lot to do yet. Heck yeah, what do we got? Sudasnace? 6406, hello, how you doing? We got Hernacio, Ringilto. Hey, how's it going, man? I appreciate that. 1,000 successes. That's a lot of successes. I appreciate it, my man. Heck yeah. All right, that's pretty cool. Hi, Luisa. How's it going? Luisa, I think that's what it is. Glad to see you in there. Hello, hello, hello. All right, they look hangry. Yeah, that was a little skinny. You're right. Tail action there. You know, cleaning him up. Not too bad, not too good. Hey, Susie Q, Amy, Woodchucker, what's up? What's going on? Glad to see you guys in there. Woodlot, heck yeah. All right, start giving this guy. Thinking about it, you know, that I can spend $3,600 on a machine, you know, and I mean, I bought it at auction. There's a bunch of them on auction sites, but that says something about how we're doing. You know what I mean? I mean, we're actually doing something if we can spend some money on some equipment. Very exciting. Very exciting. do the same thing on the other side as close to that as I can. You know, it's kind of tricky. Boy, it's windy and actually a lot of moisture in the air. It actually feels like it's getting ready to rain, but even if it did, you know, whatever. I'm under the roof, so I don't really care. Let's see what y'all got real quick. Anything good to say? 150 likes, heck yeah. Hey, Hot Wangs, Akbar Akran, what's going on? Suma Maid, hey, hello. Sylvani, Stanton, Sonata Silva, hi, hello, hey, Monday. Susie Q, heck yeah, holy hot dogs. Let's see, hey, Siri, I don't know, I can't read that one. It's like, it's Spanish, I think, and I'm sorry, I don't know. Yanto, I got the Yanto part. But hello, glad to have you in here. Be sure to hit the like button, and we'll keep right on going. I think it's time to start giving this guy some feathers. Hope you guys are having fun. Be sure to hit that like button, and we'll keep right on going. Heck yeah. see that all right? I would assume so. Uh-oh. Hey, my battery was about dead. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I don't know. What's going on, Roy? Roy's Timber Art Techniques. Check him out. Hey, Pack Pump Sack Hammond. Hey, Pump Pack Simon. Hey, Teddy. How's it going? Hey, Orlando Gonda Fila, I think it is. Hello, hello. Glad to have you guys in here. We'll keep right on going. I'll have to stop at some point and grab my cord and plug his phone in. But heck yeah, that's a good deal. Now that one I can't read. It's like Leota Vanessa. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I can't get them all right. Back of his neck and all that, and then I can go back to working on the front of him. But I just give him kind of bare hair. You know, I'm not getting too carried away. Detail and all of this little guy. He's cute though. Be sure and hit that like button if you haven't already, and also check out Roy's Timber Art Techniques while you're at it. Hi, Diane. Hi, Diana. Diana. That's the boss lady's name. Pretty good for the back. I'm gonna flip him around on the side. Dig the eyes out, but I was about to run out of fuel. I think I ought to go get this cord. Did I ever bring that out here? No. I guess I'm gonna have to get it. So I'll tell you what, before I go any further, let me run and grab a cord real quick, plug that in, because this ain't gonna take much longer, but at the same time, it's gonna take long enough that I'm not going to be able to make it. Hey, it is out here. I'll be darned. Okay. I don't have to go nowhere. I just got to pick the phone up for a minute. And yeah, okay. It's pretty normal here that my extension cord and my turbo torch hose, they kind of get wrapped up together. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just things. Life is rough when you're dumb. Look, that's just all there is to it. You know, I won't make no excuses. There you go. All right. Get this thing plugged in real quick. And you guys can hit the like. We're up to 182. Our goal is to get 200. So if you can help us out with that, we sure appreciate it. And hey, there's plugged in. Put this back in here and make sure she's charging. And then put some fuel in that saw. There we go. Okay, I got to get it in there just right. Okay. All right, there's that. But then the downside of it is then I can't move it anymore. So I don't like that part. But I want to do some facial work and then the toes. And but let's dump some fuel in here. I should be able to get by one more tank of fuel, I would think. But he needs the face gouged out quite a bit. There we go. That filled up. Yeah, I am. I'm just pretty excited about buying this machine and how that's going to make it easier for me. And I can take on more wood. I can bring in more wood. That's looking pretty good. I don't know how it looks on your end, but to my end, it looks pretty much like a big old beaked duck. Hey, Magnolia Mike, how's it going? Tim List, Susie Q, how's it going? All right, good deal. Okay, I'll start working on his toes a little bit. The bird, oh, the chest. I can do the chest real quick. Give him some, he's kind of skinny in the chest. And but that's all right. People still buy it. pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too good. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in the middle. Hey, we're one like short of 200. What we got here? Nura I Filamito. Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see you in there. Yeah, one like, hey, there's a 200. Heck yeah. All right. So we got this eagle. He's pretty much done, chainsaw carving wise. Let's see, I got a few places to clean up here. Let me get it cleaned up real quick. Yeah, I think chainsaw carver wise, I think he looks pretty good. And yeah, it's kind of skinny bird, you know, in the middle. You'll have that. Nobody's perfect, right? I'll show you what I mean. He's kind of a little on the skinny side there. You know, I tried to, my thinking was put the chest in here and kind of dug out a little bit too much there, too much bulk. But that said, he's good looking bird still anyway. I mean, he'll easily sell. I'm not worried about that part. Back wings look pretty good. And so far I got 3 over here now. I got that one there and that one there and this one. So I'll have 3 of them. And I want to have about 10 by the time I get to, you know, about the time we do a lot of shows, which really takes off in August. So I got a lot of time to work with, to make some. And I'm going to try, honestly, eagles, I'll probably try to make 1 eagle a week, or at least chainsaw carve 1 eagle a week. I won't finish them, but chainsaw carve 1 eagle a week until I've got 10 or so, I'd say. And they don't take that long. I mean, the more I make them, the faster they get. You know, it's not too bad. I've been on here 78 minutes. Heck yeah. Hey, John, what's going on? Hey, Danny T, I appreciate that, man. You know, just having a good time in here making some stuff. I was just looking at his head, though. And I got to tell you, I don't know that I'm trying to get away from being kind of flat on the top. And it is leaning there. Yeah, I do. I want to dig that out some. Let's put the headphones back on. And then I'm going to burn him. Burn her! On that side, but yeah, I pretty much levels it out. And there's a spot across the top of the forehead. I guess I should get that. Then all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the lighter. I thought I had it in my pocket, but I guess not. That's the way it goes when you're done. All right, give me a minute. Okay. Crazy content collector just, or content creator just leaves the scene. You know, oh, I got a heck of a mess to clean up here too. From I made them 3 rails yesterday, but I got to get in there and fix the angle grinder too. I didn't get it sanded up over there. If anybody asks, I'm heating him up because he's kind of like a kite. You get him warm, he'll take off and fly away. You know what I mean? People ask stupid questions, so why not take advantage of it? What do we got here? We got what's that say? I'm just checking the see governing Patmar. How you doing? All right. Heck yeah. I know Caleb is supposed to get on. At least he was talking about it. I don't want to stay on that long. But long enough to get my wood burnt and put the corner next Tuesday or Thursday I have to move on to something else. I've been wanting to make a welcome duck. Or at least carve a mallard duck. Maybe hold the welcome sign. Not necessarily, but maybe. I'd say that's good enough for now. Things got to dry for months anyway. But got the fuzzies burn off, makes it easier to sand. All right, let's see what we got. How long we been on here? 84 minutes. That's not bad. Almost an hour and a half. Hey, beating crazy custom creations. Miss Francis, what's going on? Heck yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I figured he was by now, about now, because he tells me whenever your live stream, if not as many people are watching, he said, now it's time I can jump on there. And I don't know what that means, but whatever. Hey, I got 205 likes. I can't complain, can I? Heck yeah. And a pretty good crew of folks here. Heck yeah. Anyway, that's what I got. Like I was saying earlier, I'm super excited. I bought a skid steer at auction today, and in tax and everything is about $3,600. But that said, it was a good size one. I wanted one that had a lot of hydraulic pressure, had a bigger engine. It's still a mini skid steer, and you know, I mean, you know, it's not a big one, but for what I do out here, that'll be mint, and it'll be a lot easier to store than like a tractor. I was looking at like a Kubota tractor or something like what Creation Dust has, and I was like, that's just too long. When you compare them for the lifting capacity, you're paying for something that's a lot longer, a lot easier to store. It has the same lifting capacity as a mini skid steer. So I thought, man, I think I'll go with the minis. And then I started looking around and I'm like, holy crap, these things are cheap. You can pick them up at auction cheap. And that's what I did. I bid on one at auction, and for about 2 weeks, I've been kind of messing with this, bidding on them. So we needed that. We needed some improvements here. I've even thought about getting my own little portable sawmill to like something that could do up to like a 26-inch log, because I can't see me handling anything much bigger than that. What's going on, mainly off grid? That's the guy that's inspired me to want the sawmill, because I see what he's able to make, and I'm watching. I'm like, I need that. I need that capability to make the planks and stuff. Check out Mainly Off Grid. This guy's hilarious. He's out there making wood with his, and he moves. He's got a Kubota tractor. He's out there moving around logs and stuff. And I was just telling him mainly, I bought a mini skid steer, and for the same purpose, except for I didn't want the length of the tractor. And then when you look into it, a mini skid steer was way cheaper anyway. But then again, you don't have that PTO, so you can run, you know, like a brush hog deck or something like that. And I'm not really interested in any of that stuff anyway, but I needed a machine to be able to move logs around. And so I got it. I'll have to do some further adjustments to it, like put a clamp on. I'm going to get a finger clamp for a mini excavator and alter the bucket and clamp that thing on there, and that's going to be my clamp. I watched a YouTube video where another guy did that, and he made his own clamp instead of having the problem is the clamps that they make to clamp logs on for a mini skid steer, they take away so much of your forward weight. It limits what you can pick up. Well, I've seen a guy he took one of the fingers off an excavator and made his own, and he can pick up some pretty big logs, stuff that I need to be able to pick up. So, and then it'd be easy to store. Heck yeah, woodlot. Yeah. Oh, he's awesome, man. I'll tell you. Mainly Off Grid. He's a trip. You got to check him out too. Well, guys, that's what I got for today. Hey, Michael S, super fan. Look at that. He's got all the emojis out there. And I think we'll be back Thursday. Friday, I'm going to do a horizontal fireside chat member live stream giveaway. It won't be just for members, but I'm pretty sure only subscribers see the horizontal. I've never done one, so we're going to do our first one, and it's going to be a fire. It's going to be a fire burning, and you can ask me questions, any question you ever want to ask me, and I'll answer it, and we can just talk. And heck yeah, Tim List. Yeah, heck yeah, mainly that's awesome. It'd be probably 8 or 9 Eastern Standard Time. We're on same. Hey, mainly, how much snow did you get? I gotta know. I think I asked that yesterday, but I didn't see the answer. It looked pretty bad. Just depends on where you live up there. Heck yeah, Michael. Hope the wife and kids doing good. 28 inches. I'll bet you're in the house right now, probably bored out of your mind. I don't know. You get the tractor out, move some of that around. It just kind of is what it is. You know, I mean, you still gotta live and get out there and clean stuff up and try to move on. That's what I would do. But I can't even imagine going out of your garage door and having 2 to 3 foot of snow. I just can't even imagine that, you know. Yeah, you're playing on a tractor, I'll bet. Heck yeah. All right, guys, well, that's what I got. I'm going to get out of here. Go check out Woodchecker. He's on that I know of. There's probably might be some other people on too, but I don't know. All right, guys, that's what I got. Come back when you can stay later, ya schmucks.